Welcome to Haiku Canada's Teachable Moments podcast. My name's Vera Constantineau, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to 6 short podcast episodes. Teachable Moments are intended to be an introduction to haiku with what I believe will be easy to follow ideas. These ideas and opinions are my own, and they're my approach to writing haiku and may not work for everyone. What is haiku? In its form, haiku is a 3-line poem. It is present tense. It's a moment of awareness and observation that we as poets are translating into a word picture so readers can experience the same wonder and awareness and vision we see as writers. A haiku has a season word, hopefully beyond the obvious ones of winter, spring, summer, and fall. And here I mean, as poets, we should incorporate the words that are specific to a season. Snow, ice, and mittens, for example. Fall would not be fall without harvest or leaves turning, and so on. Haiku has traditionally been 17 syllables. However, most haiku poets who write in English are no longer following the 5-7-5 rule, and likewise, most of today's haiku journals are open to the more concise form. Aim for a lower syllable count and keep in mind short, long, short as your structure. It's my belief that the shorter poems are less stilted and contrived, less sentence-like as well. Haiku is not a sentence. If your haiku are sentence-like, sometimes it's a simple fix to reorder the lines. Sometimes you need to find a different way to say what you wish to say. Haiku, like every other art form, has been evolving. If you concentrate on keeping your poems boiled down to the facts and just the facts, it is highly likely you will create successful, publishable poetry. Next, let me say, to me, the simplest explanation to the question, what is haiku and how do I write it, is this. I am giving you some information in the first line. I am supporting it with more information in the second line. But then look away, just there to where you've seen line 3 hovering and ask, what in the world is going on there in line 3? The following haiku is an example of the 3-line structure and the offer of an unexpected surprise in that third line, possibly by looking away. Heavy rain, constant clatter of Scrabble tiles. So let's run through that. Heavy rain. I'm giving you the weather report. The constant clatter. I'm adding that there is a constant clatter of Scrabble tiles. I am surprising you now with this information that isn't thunder or hard rain. It's Scrabble tiles and having fun while stuck inside. Every haiku should offer us a juxtaposition of what we know and what we're observing in that what in the world line. It's my understanding that haiku is based on observations using our 5 senses. These observations lead to a surprise, a revelation, or an awareness of our surroundings. The Oxford Dictionary offers us this explanation of an aha moment, saying, an aha moment is a moment of sudden insight or discovery. And I think that relates very closely to what I've said here about haiku. The following is another example of the use of juxtaposition. This thought, supported by a second, then a leap to a new thought. Stones in my shoe. All those things we never said. Let's break this one down. Stones in my shoe. We all know or can imagine how aggravating the stone is, and that it chafes and rubs and bothers us. All those things. What else have we experienced that has chafed and rubbed us the wrong way and bothered us? We never said. What chafes, rubs, and bothers more than thinking of the perfect response to an argument, for example, long after the time for delivery has passed? I know that's my experience. So, stones in my shoe. All those things we never said. So let's review. There's information in your first line. It is supported by more information in a second line. And then in the third line, there is a surprise, a new awareness of what you're seeing, or a revelation. It isn't important what you call the shift from line 1 to line 2, then line 2 to line 3. What is important is to recognize the need for a shift in thinking. I have used the words juxtaposition and shift. I am reminded of the phrase link and shift that says whatever you said in line 2 will link with lines 1 and 2. Then lines 2 and 3 will connect with a shift in thinking. In addition, we could say that the center line of a haiku is the rocking line. Imagine a teeter-totter going back and forth. With line 1, you have a natural connection to the center, line 2, which completes your first thought. As you read lines 2 and 3, they connect in a new way because you've shifted your thinking. This supports what I have said about surprise, new awareness, and revelation. Let's add that to the list of things haiku is made up of and recognize the relationships I've mentioned here, and then put it aside. The more you read of quality haiku journals and books, the more you will come to know the relationships between the three lines that make up a haiku. Thanks for listening. I'm Vera. This has been a teachable moment. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this time helpful. If you would like to find out more about haiku and Haiku Canada, you can visit the Haiku Canada website, www.haikucanada.org, where you will find a PDF of this and every podcast script. I'm Vera. Bye for now.